modern world, everyone takes pictures, then proceeds to edit those pictures. What is the difference between an edited picture and a raw picture? Why would a female sophomore feel embarrassed or uncomfortable to post an unedited picture? The answer is simple. Editing pictures brings out feelings and emotions deep within us that sway our conclusions of the photograph. We are psychologically trained to react with different emotions to different color contrasts. Have you ever wondered why fast food restaurants always have bright colors in the signs and ads that they hang? This is not an accident. These fast food chains do this because they have done experiments and have found that bright reds, yellows, purples, and greens, when seen, make you feel more hungry or in need of food.
Definitely influence our emotions. Say you're at a funeral and you are shooting at a funeral, you wouldn't use bright colors. Or I recently just did a childbirth, and a lot of the pictures I did in a black and white, and it just brings just kind of like a calming feeling inside of you. Whereas if I was doing a little girl in a field, I would do maybe a yellow wash over to make the sun feel more summery.
Photographs are very simple pieces of art, yet can contain many complex emotions. Depending on the types of filters or lighting that is used in the picture affect the mood we feel when viewing the image. From this image, we get a sense of Indian culture from all the bright colors. These colors make us feel unique and important. Now look at this grayscale version of the same image. You do not feel those same feelings, do you? Instead, you notice the wrinkles in their faces. Everything looks a little dirtier than it did before. You begin feeling sympathy for these people, whereas before, you felt inspired. This is an example of the same image with a different color scheme that brought out completely different feelings in you.
Editing can either enhance or take away from your pictures. I personally do a lot of family photography and children and babies, and so what I'm doing is enhancing the photo to focus on my subject. It brings your eyes straight to the subject's face, or any kind of thing that you're trying to bring out in the picture. I feel like that's what editing's for.
Look at this image. What do you feel? The feelings you felt were probably pride, happiness, and satisfaction. You felt this way because seeing elderly people who are seemingly happy makes us think of our ideas of the perfect family with the ideal lifestyle. Now look at the same photograph within a gray scale. Your feelings now are probably sad and loneliness. Just with the change in color, the whole mood of the image changes. We showed these images to random people at a church and filmed what their reactions were to the images.
From the bright blues in the sky, I felt happy and calm. The photo reminded me of happy times spent with my friends and family at picnics or hikes. Overall, after seeing the image, I feel happy and content.
After seeing the picture of the blue sky, I felt as if there's still great things around you, even if there is bad situations that you're going through. So you can go outside and see something such as that, or something relatable to that.
Okay, the darker version of the sky reminds me of sad times that's happened to me in my life, such as, let's take friends for example. You might become a third wheel, or Sometimes they just, out of nowhere, they kind of just betray you and just leave you aside from all your friends.
Well, blue sky can mean various amount of things. But to me, blue sky is like, when I see it, it's all the possibilities out there. On the contrast, it all symbolizes the freedom you have. That if you give it your all, you can, I guess, build your plane and get to that blue sky. Nothing can stop you. Black and white. More than anything, it's just balance. That black can usually mean darkness, all the evil in this world. But I see white as the light, more than anything. The light of the Lord, that in the darkness, He pulls us out with His light. And where there's darkness, there can't be light, because they don't go together. They're complete opposites, but together they balance each other out.
This picture, the blue and the green and the white, it's a familiar scene, the sky and the landscape. It makes me feel emotional of my childhood, out in the pastures with the cattle, the greenness of the grass and looking up at the sky and the sun, finding the patterns within the clouds, being inspired by the blueness and the wide diversity of the sky, the animals and the birds. The rainbow is so vast, and we can only see part of it. How do you describe color to a blind person who was born that way? It's so sad. They've never experienced the emotion and the feeling of color. It's impossible to describe. It's almost peaceful. Although, being trapped in your own mind with nothing to describe anything other than two colors which aren't even colors, they're the lack of color. Nothing to look forward to when you open your eyes in the morning, but black and white, dreary all the time. It drives you mad and there's no hope.
The sky, in a word, is freedom. The blue, it's an expanse of openness, where all the animals of the air can dwell in freedom. The coalescing molecules of water, they symbolize the togetherness that we share in the color blue. And in blue, we find life. Now this picture is of a different color. This symbolizes the divide of classes in our society, the divide of the races that exist within our societies. This expanse of black and white, the constriction of color, this is the holding down of freedom. This is the oppression of what once was great. But more importantly, as my brother, MJ, Michael Jackson once said, it don't matter if you're black or white.
Seeing the bright sky, I feel uplifted because the colors are vibrant and it just makes everything flow together like it's like popping, not just like plain or blurry. Grayscale has more contrast, which for me, in my opinion, means it has like a deeper feeling. It could mean like dark or mysterious, or it could just be like a darker feeling sometimes. But
this is an image that I took of my daughter. If you can see in the bottom colored image, there is, she seems just happy and content eating her little cookie there. Her piercing green eyes are really touching and make you feel good inside, and you can tell that she feels good as well. If you look up here, I'm at this black and white image, which is also the same image. The black and white just kind of makes her eyes just pop, but it actually makes them a little bit heavy. You could also make her think that maybe she was sad. Maybe her mom gave her a cookie because she was feeling sad that day. And her eyes just look very heavy, and it could easily be thought as a sad image.
No ad that comes out has an accidental edit. Everything that is done to images in shampoo ads, magazines, or political campaigns are all done for a reason. Pictures for political campaigns are all made to look strong and powerful, yet caring and compassionate.
I work a lot with the eyes because I feel like if you are connected to the picture, it's going to come from the eyes, whether it's being like a sad face from a little boy and you put it in black and white and you just feel his little sad heart, or if it's some little girl holding an Easter bunny, big blue eyes, big huge smile. I like to bring out the eyes because a lot of times they get flattened when you take a picture. Also, a lot of my newborn sessions, when I have a dark background, like a black background, I will also have like the mom wear black, and I put those images in black and white because it really makes the mother's face and the newborn baby pop against the black background, and it's just a very calming, smooth, it instantly grabs your attention.
Shampoo ads are made to look sleek and beautiful, to make you want to buy the product. Magazine covers are made to look eye-catching, so that you will stop to look at the magazine, pick it up, and buy it.
For magazines, I think that they definitely overuse the power to edit because they completely take away natural looks of people and just redo eye colors and unnatural skin color and unnatural body shape.
The next time you take a picture and edit it, think about what kind of feelings you want to bring out in the viewer of the image. Do you want them to feel lonely, hungry, sad, angry, happy, or excited? What do you want them to do after seeing the image? Do you want them to go somewhere or buy something? Make them feel that need to do what you want them to do through the edit.